It's come down as a hit. अफरीदी क्या आप हो रहा है?
बॉलिंग
प्रेफर्ड ऑप्शन है, ये पिच को कैसा देख रहे हैं? ओस का भी मामला है, कुछ इस तरह सोचा है?
रमीज भाई थोड़ा सा ओस का भी है और दूसरी चीज़ ये है कि आई थिंक जो इस तरह कल पिच खेल रहा था थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट लग रहा है। जो लास्ट मैच हुआ है थोड़ा बॉल लो रह रहा है, तो मेरे ख्याल में कोशिश यही है कि कम से कम टोटल पे आउट किया जाए।
अजहर, आप पहले बैटिंग करेंगे, कुछ मुख्तलिफ करना चाहेंगे इस दफ़ा क्योंकि प्रेशर है कलंदर्स पे?
नहीं, बिल्कुल प्रेशर ज़रूर है, लेकिन आई थिंक पॉजिटिव क्रिकेट खेलेंगे। बेस्ट जो है वो देने की कोशिश करेंगे और कोई अच्छा टारगेट सेट करें ज़ल्मी के लिए।
Right, the news from the centre out here is that Zalmi have won the toss and elected to bowl first.
Well, the crowds have come in for this all-important match, the second of the day here in Sharjah, and we're getting some great shots courtesy of Spider Cam, and it's the Lahore Qalandars versus Peshawar Zalmi. Zalmi in particular have been in terrific form so far in this tournament. And Lahore definitely need to pull their socks up and get a win here tonight. They're sitting at the bottom of the table just with the one win. They can still qualify. So everything on this match for them to get some sort of momentum. Sitting pretty at the top is the Gladiators, 6 games and 5 wins. And right in behind is the team playing tonight, Peshawar Zalmi, with 4 wins out of the 5 matches they've played.
Zalmi's have looked very neat under the leadership of Shahid Afridi. They've won a couple of close encounters and look good to really qualify for the playoffs.
Mohammad Hafiz, batsman.
Tamim Iqbal, left-hand batsman.
David Milan, batsman.
Kamran Akmal, batsman.
Shahid Yusuf, batsman. Shahid Afridi, all-rounder.
Darren Sami, all-rounder.
Wahab Riaz, fast bowler.
Junaid Khan, fast bowler.
Mohammad Asghar Durrani, spinner.
Sean Tate, right-arm fast bowler.
They've got a good bowling unit, a couple of good all-rounders in there. Got a feel for Mohammad Hafiz from an all-rounder. He's now mentioned only as a batsman. It's been tough for him in the last 12 months or so. He's trying to get his bowling action right, and he's allowed to bowl at the domestic level, but not in this tournament.
Well, you get a lot of confidence from
Azhar Ali,
Ajmal,
batsman.
so Ajmal that's
Chris
gone
Gayle,
for the same.
left-handed batsman. Cameron Delport, all-rounder.
Dwayne Bravo, all-rounder.
Mohammad Rizwan, wicketkeeper.
Omar Akmal, right-hand batsman.
Zoeb Khan, batsman.
Zafar Gohar, all-rounder.
Kefon Cooper, all-rounder.
Ehsan Adil, fast bowler.
Adnan Rasool, off-spinner.
So Adnan Rasool is playing his first game of the age. He's played before. Probably his second game, if I remember correctly. He's an off-spinner. Shahid Afridi. It's Chris Gayle out there early in the piece. Now he needs to fire, and if he fires, then obviously Qalandars have got every chance of winning this. Doesn't matter whether they're playing against a good side or not. When he shines, when he glistens, then it's all right. Azhar Ali has promoted himself up the batting order. He'll open the innings.
It was interesting what Junaid Khan is going to open the bowling, and it was interesting what Chris Gayle said to me in an interview just before the match. Said that he recognised that in the evening with the new ball it was key to try to take that new ball on, so he may see some fireworks in the first 6 overs here. Recognised batting can get harder as the innings unfolds.
He's been good against Chris Gayle. His record against Gayle is superb. I think he's got him out 5 or 6 times. And what a delivery to castle him. Full-length delivery. pitched up and bowl him. All ends up. Azhar Ali is going to take up the strike. This was that delivery. Nice and full, shape in. And the first ball of the game. And that is what happened to Chris Gayle. Right, he's running in, bowling to Azhar Ali. That's a solid strike through the offside. He's technically good. Azhar Ali has got a tremendous test in 50 overs record, but doesn't make it into the playing 11 for Pakistan in T20 cricket.
Yeah, that was a pure shot, wasn't it? Just got into great position, just leant on it, didn't try to hit it for four. It really was a shot of a top-class player. Good position, not trying to overhit it.
Only be a single, so Chris Gayle is on strike, and this should be very interesting. Teams usually put in a lot of effort to set the field right against him. He wants to, so he'll be on middle and leg stump line. That probably allows him to play on both sides of the pitch. But really, you'd be struggling really to set a field for Chris Gayle, because he likes the six bit of batting. So you can't set a field for a sixer.
You can put someone in the stand or on the roof of the stand.
Oh, it's fired down the leg side. Well, the idea was right. Nice and full, shaping back into the stumps. But he got it way too down the leg side.
You can see the tactics here, and if you are a viewer in Pakistan, you just need to get onto youtube.com/PSL, or if you're an international viewer, everyone outside of Pakistan, cricketgateway.com to get the action.
Oh, that one kept low and given! Was it not going down the leg side? Maybe not. I think the lack of bounce allowed the umpire to raise the finger, and this is really big for the Zalmis. Once again, Chris Gayle has been unsuccessful. He's gone for naught, and it's 4 for 1. Difficult really to judge. I would personally have given him the benefit of the doubt, but the umpire felt otherwise. And well, in last 4 years, just 2 ducks in T20s for Chris Gayle, and both times Junaid Khan has delivered the punch. Cameron Delport is in at number 3. It's been tough for Chris Gayle. Leg before wicket today.
Yeah, it's steep angle, so I think that may have just slid down, and you could tell with just his body language that he wasn't convinced that it would have hit the stumps. Generally, as a batsman, you know if you're in front and if you're right in front, and he certainly didn't give that indication.
Oh, what a way to get off the mark with a cracking drive through the offside.
It's a beautiful shot, isn't it? You know, to come in first ball and launch onto the front foot and time the ball, place the ball into the gap like that is the sign of a player that's in form, and Cameron Delport is that man. He's in form. What has he got for us tonight?
middling the ball beautifully, moving into that half push. Clearly, the breaking news: Chris Gayle dismissed for not his second of the HBL PSL, and both times it's Junaid Khan who's removed him from the scene.
This one, his feet's not going anywhere, but you can tell just with the angle that was always sliding down leg side. Umpire Wilson from the West Indies didn't think so.
Clearly got a rough deal. It looked leg side-ish. Well, he's gone, and Qalandars 8 for 1. Qalandars once again being jolted. Chris Gayle gone for naught. Right, we've got Sean Tate coming in now. It's a beautiful view of the ground. One slip, which is pretty deep. Sean Tate can be slippery.
It's going to be a challenge for Sean Tate. I know that for a fact. I had a quick chat to him before the start of play, and he's feeling the pinch of these games, repetitive games, one after the other. He really specialises in T20 cricket, so he doesn't have, I suppose, the condition of a lot of cricketers have in longer form. So he's saying that he felt his legs were heavy. And when you get a bit older and you're not playing as regularly, it just takes a little bit longer to recover.
It's a wide down the leg side. Well, if Zalmi win today, I think they can rest Sean Tate for the playoffs. Rest him now and make him play the playoffs. So 6 wickets in 6 matches, and he's played 6 on the trot. For a guy whose body can be brittle, I think he's done well to survive this onslaught. Oh, that looked close, but not close enough. Starting it back at pace. Fuller length from Sean Tate. Azhar Ali losing his balance.
Very full, angled in, just sliding down. You would have thought. You can see the keeper just in the top of the screen, also just moving down the leg side. You can understand the appeal because it was very full. Maybe very similar to the Gayle dismissal, just sliding down that leg side.
Threw him off balance. That looked more out than Chris Gayle's decision. Playing across the line just a little bit, Azhar Ali. Ten for 1. Chris Gayle is out. Aleem Dar is the officiating umpire. Joel Wilson, his partner. From the Windies. That's an excellent start by Sean Tate. No wides, pace is up, he's targeting the stumps, he's nice and full, getting a bit of shape.
And he's getting that shape because he releases the ball at a relatively low arm position. So his release, if you look at a clock, 12 o'clock being the top of the clock, he's probably releasing it at about 2 o'clock, where most bowlers are around about 1 o'clock. So he's quite low, which at times allows the ball just to track away from the left-hander or into the right-hander.
Oh, it's a wide. Just as we were praising him, he doesn't like it, yeah. Losing a bit of control, and the keeper had no chance because, as we've mentioned it so many times, it can be slippery and quick. Yorker length down the leg side.
Imran Akmal has got his work cut out like any keeper when he's behind the stumps to Tate. It's a bit of an unknown whether it's offside, leg side, or a perfectly directed ball over off stump. 2 overs gone. It's 15 for 1.
Junaid Khan has been outstanding, 7 for 1 in his first over. I say that because he's removed Chris Gayle twice, and that for some would be like getting rid of half the batting side. It's that important a wicket. But he looks to be in good rhythm. This is his comeback tournament after an injury. This is how he removed Chris Gayle the other night, then leg before wicket. Rather unlucky Chris Gayle tonight. But he's got a definite plan against the left-hander. He runs in hard and tries to keep the ball within the stumps. Oh, that's a smash. That's a good hit. Out of the crease and handling the affairs aggressively.
Well, Azali is not going to allow him to dictate terms on length, line, or anything. He's coming down the wicket and letting his presence known. You talk about reversing the pressure, and that's a really good example of it.
Taps it down for a run. That's good batting. As all coaches advise, after hitting a 4 or 6, rotate the strike, keep it simple.
Sometimes 2 4s in a single.
Yeah, in T20 cricket, I guess it's a bad option. It's an old-timer talking. The game has progressed so much that a 4 has got to be followed by another 4 and then maybe a 6. He's got plenty of fans, Shahid Afridi. Oh, how cool is that? Very keen to use the feet, or their feet, against Junaid Khan, trying to put him off his line. It's a good thing.
It is, and as I was touching on before, you know, reversing the pressure, you know, as a batting group, you know, Lahore are under pressure because they lost an early wicket, so they've got to change that momentum, and by just starting to attack the bowler, it just shifts that momentum back in your favour. If you continue to just stand there and defend, it's a matter of time.
It's very good on that occasion. Yeah, loss of 1 wicket really shouldn't stop you from playing shots. Well, Chris Gayle is gone, otherwise you guys could have been in business in that Pepsi Catch a Karo deal.
I don't agree with you. I don't think they're in business at all. I think the people out in the streets are in business.
Yeah. Catch it in the street lights. Oh, slow delivery. That's well bowled. Well disguised, that last delivery. It's 22 for 1. Qalandars after 3 overs, not a bad start, 22 for the loss of 1. There's a mad rush for tickets on Friday, but tonight it's less chaotic. Sean Tate to begin his second over. Oh, gets it to rise on a dead pitch, Sean Tate. Gets it through the point area. A very healthy outside edge. Mohammad Saqib. Question to Ramiz, is Gale out of form or Junaid is bowling great? We are confused. Yeah, bit of both. But credit to Junaid Khan really for producing those two extremely decent deliveries. When you're bowling to Chris Gale, you are on the defensive, and he hasn't been on the defensive. And he's ran in hard, and he had a certain plan, and it worked perfectly against Chris Gale. Nice and full, darting it back into the stumps. Couple of huge blows, because that sets them back. Qalandars obviously feel the heat, the pinch of a Gale loss early in the piece. That's wonderful bowling.
You're right. I think it's just well planned. They had a clear plan, and that was to bowl one, Junaid Khan with the new ball, 2, for him to bowl it full and straight, because they felt that there was both an LBW or a bowled chance. So it's all well and good talking plans. It's executing them that counts, and they did that tonight.
Oh, that's whisked away into the fence. What great timing from the right-hander. He's not happy. On the pads, and Azhar Ali is so good with his wrists.
He just waited for it so nicely, didn't he? He didn't try to force it. He just waited for it, which is really the art of playing behind square on the leg side. It's not reaching out and trying to play it. It's waiting for the ball to come into you and play it as late as possible with control.
Defense is good. Aimlessly running down the pitch. Didn't get any response, in fact, from his partner. Could be an issue, because he stops the ball, then he runs. And that's one area where he needs to be a little bit more careful, because he looks anxious. He wants to rotate the strike. So got to improve his calling, got to improve his body language a little bit also, Azhar. It's 30 for 1 after 4. Great atmosphere here. Qalandars in a tight corner. It's kind of a must-win game for them, even though they'll have a chance or two after this, but they need to start winning now. Not a bad backup facility. Wahab Riaz coming on to bowl. Oh, almost the off stump. That one kept just a little bit low as well, and Delport slow on the take.
He's bowled exceptionally well in this tournament so far. He's taken 10 wickets. An economy of 7, so he's done his job for his team. It's one of the reasons that Zalmi have been so successful, I feel, is because of their bowling attack. They've got a strong bowling attack. Wicket takers all the way through.
And specialists. Junaid Khan is a fast bowler. Wahab Riaz, Sean Tate. And then the two all-rounders. Shahid Afridi obviously is the key all-rounder. Then Darren Sami obviously knows how to survive at this level. Asghar who's shown through and has got loads of talent. And what a delivery to get rid of Shane Watson the other night.
Well, he's taken 9 wickets as well. He's been superb, hasn't he?
Slow delivery, saw him making room and adjusted the pace on that one. Just 118.9 kph. That's good thinking.
And not easy to do. You know, he's just about into his delivery stride, and at the corner of his eye, he'll see Cameron Delport start to make a move down the track. So it takes a skilled bowler to be able to make that adjustment at the last minute to change what he was originally thinking ball-wise to that slower ball on a length.
Top wicket takers, Ravi Bopara with 10. Wahab Riaz has picked up 10, and then Mohammad Asghar 9. So there's a reason why Zalmis have done so well in this tournament. Wahab Riaz 10 and Mohammad Asghar 9. Formidable bowling attack. This looks determined today, Azhar Ali. Didn't play himself in the last game. That was a very selfless decision by the captain.
Zalmi.
Good crowd has turned out for this clash tonight.
Almost an inside edge. Good pace from Wahab. An excellent over, just 2 from it. 32 for 1 after 5.
First 5 overs, just been 32 runs scored, and now we'll have a look at spin. He's been terrific in this tournament. Left arm spinner, slows it up, gets a little bit of spin. Blessed with an extremely strong bowling attack. Shahid Khan Afridi. Well, he played against them previously and got a couple of wickets and bowled exceptionally well. Azhar Ali, the captain, has to play an innings of substance. His team needs it.
Asghar, top bowling Asghar, go start Asghar.
Asgar's been bowling well in this HBL PSL, getting the ball into wicket-taking areas.
Left hand, boys, left hand.
Does get the ball to spin, and he also has that one that goes straight on. Last game, lot of spin. Akmal on the receiving end, and then that one outside off stump. So he holds his line as a left-arm spinner.
Come on, this guy, come on, boys. Top bowling, Asgar, top bowling, Asgar.
We've heard from the captains and from our pitch expert, Pat Simcox, that it's not a 180 wicket, about 150, 160. But it's all the more important that you take toll of the first 6 overs. Ball is harder and it comes on to the bat better. But Zalmi have done well. YouTube, you can see the streaming. Oh, what a good blow that is. Sounds good, looks good, and is good. First shot in anger. Down on one knee, the slog sweep, the go-to shot, and he nailed it. No twisting off the bat on impact. So that means that he hit that perfectly.
Ball, ball.
Into the over, it's 41 for 1. They're having fun. They love their cricket in Sharjah. And they love what this man can bring to the party for Peshawar Zalmi. Darren Sammy bowled a match-winning over. Last over of the match the other evening. You never quite know what you get with Darren Sammy. He's unorthodox with bat and with ball. Azhar Ali on strike, 16 from 18. All started off with Chris Gale being dismissed by Junaid Khan. Maybe missing leg, but what a big wicket that was. Delport and Azhar Ali trying to resurrect the innings. Good use of the pace. And to end the power play, a huge 6. Building quite a reputation for himself, Cameron Delport, in this PSL. Strong, stands tall, hits the ball hard.
Ball.
And for him, this is foreign territory. Ball not coming onto the bat. Not the normal fast bowlers that he would face. A lot of spin. A lot of pace off the ball, so has to work for his runs, and I think he's come to terms with these pitches.
Well ball, Sammy!
Bad news for Islamabad United, if you're just tuning in, is that Shane Watson is now out of the Pakistan Super League. He's flying home to Australia tomorrow. He has an abdominal strain, so he's out of the PSL. Shane Watson. Quetta have qualified in the top 2 places. Peshawar will feel that if they get the points tonight, they're qualified as they have qualified. Peshawar and Quetta have qualified. It's the top 4, of course. The 5th side in the table will not be taking part in the qualifiers. Should be a couple here. It's 4. Azrali, flat bat. 7 overs gone. It's 49 for 1.
Another one of those slow balls, but too wide this time. Azhar Ali strong, square of the wicket. And pierced the gap. It's sped along. Boundary at the end of the over. Short and slow and wide, and Azhar Ali taking full toll.
Red ball. So starting the 8th over, 49 for 1. I'm quite amazed he actually went for that. He would have had another ball. It was so far down the leg side. 50 up for Lahore.
Decent start, but they need to build on this. Azhar Ali has to play till the 18th over. Quick single, good running.
Very good running, and really the bowler will not enjoy this, but he had to field it, of course.
Just barely went off the playing surface and they were off. Very good running. Just seems as if these two are finding the middle of the bat, and Lahore Qalandars, well, they need to capitalize. The batting has faltered in this tournament, but these two, they're in. Need to get 50 each at least.
Ahmed Hafiz, the fielder, coming in at pace. So 4 singles in this over.
Come on, Asghar, come on, Asghar.
Down the leg side, and that should be a leg by, and this is inside edge. No, there was a run. So 5 from the over, 8 gone, 54 for 1. That's the table as it stands. Quetta Gladiators, Peshawar Zalmi have qualified for what is effectively the semi-finals. One will play 2, but that's yet to be resolved. This is for the playoffs, of course, so that we resolve the playoffs for the last two. Those two teams who go through to the final. Peshawar and Quetta have qualified. Now, also what comes into the reckoning here before the net run rate is the head-to-head. Obviously, it's the number of points you get for the wins. Your number of points determines where you are on the table. And then it's the number of wins, and then it's the head-to-head against each other. And then if that is equal, and then it goes down to a net run rate. And that's why you'll see that some teams will have an inferior run rate, but they might be above the other team on the same number of points. It's because of the head-to-head that they would have won against that particular team. So Quetta, Peshawar have qualified for the playoffs.
They've dried up the boundaries, Peshawar have. Just the singles, no sixes, and no boundaries. Just fretting on that a little. Both these batsmen off to start, but they need to up the ante.
Two more games for Lahore after this. Quetta and Islamabad, that's who they'll be facing. Just a reminder, you can go to YouTube and find the live streaming of the PSL T20. Dragged it round. Has he got enough on it? I don't think he has. It's straight down the throat of Tamim Iqbal. Darren Sammy applauds himself. He's been pretty handy as a bowler for Peshawar, and he's picked up another good wicket. Azhar Ali's got to go. The captain's gone. 25 from 26. They needed more of him. 57 for 2.
Boundaries are dried up. Trying to go big, no timing at all. Comfortable catch. Sustained pressure from Peshawar, and they've got a wicket.
Umar Akmal comes in, and you feel that Lahore need a really good contribution from Umar Akmal. Well, he's got his brother to keep him company, and I'm sure his brother Cameron will not be short of a few things to say. End of the over, 58 for 2. Shahid Afridi, his first spell.
Azhar Ali felt the pressure of the boundaries drying up. And just hold out, no timing on that. Consistent pressure from the Peshawar team. in the mid-overs, Afridi rattles through his overs. He bowls well, but what he does is that he goes through his overs so quickly that before you know it, he'll have bowled 2 or 3.
Sent back this time. Umar Akmal didn't want the run.
Top bowling Lala.
So coming up to the halfway mark, and you feel that Delport holds key here for Lahore. 27 from 30. So coming to the end of this little spell, let me say Bazid, Shukriya Bazid, Buhat Achi commentary ki.
Brilliant, but this was probably, after Alan, this was the moment of PSL. Misbah Haq getting into Shahid Khan Afridi. People love that little contest.
And another single. 5 from the over, 10 gone. It's 63 for 2.
He's good. The left-hander is putting up a fine show here. Picked up the link so early and smashed it. Sammy is not quick, so he's got to be absolutely spot on almost every time on this pitch to survive the big shots. Attractive stuff from Delport. This time it's a straight hit down the ground for a run.
Come on, lads, come on, boys.
They need to finish properly here, Qalandars. 68 for 2 is not bad going. With a set batsman out there, he should be looking to tonk a few in the last few. And Umar Akmal, well, he can play a blinder. So this partnership has the potential, Pat, to worry the opposition.
It certainly has.
1-1.
But I think you're right. Delport is there on 33. He's got to bat deep. He's got to take the innings deep. We've seen too many times in the Lahore innings in the past. Players getting in and then getting out, and then there's a flurry of wickets and you get into trouble and you haven't got enough runs. That man in picture, he's got to take it deep.
At times, a state of desperation can work in your favor, and it's pretty desperate times for Qalandars. They need a win from this game till the end, so they need to win 3. Not to qualify, but just to feel good about the playoffs, because that'll afford them the chance to make it to the playoffs. Now, Delport, 2,000 T20 runs for the left-hander. That is massive. To achieve this kind of consistency is pretty rare. ...2,000 T20 runs with a strike rate of 136. Very impressive indeed, Delport. I like his energy. He's so involved in the proceedings. Gets on with it.
Would have learnt a lot batting with the likes of the Chris Gales. 11 gone, 71 for 2.
Afridi is on again, flights it and gets hammered past point. What a good shot that is from Umar Akmal. On a slow pitch, he's carved it away with a lot of pace, and well, the placement was perfect.
I like the way he used the depth of the crease, and he played it late. He let it come on, almost in line with the stumps, and cut it, gaining pace. Ramiz Raja knows the feeling. You can almost sense it.
Yeah, even Shahid Afridi was impressed. And he's got that quality, Umar Akmal, that he can make a good ball look pretty ordinary.
Well, look at that strike rate. That's good. He's best of 93. It was a heck of an innings, that 93. Let me tell you. As good as you'll see.
Neat footwork. He went back and played it so comfortably off his pads.
See, Ram, if Cameron Delport goes on from here and gets them 65 in even balls, 50, 55 balls.
Up. So almost a stunning catch, but a great effort from Darren Sammy. He hardly ever misses a beat in the field. Such a good fielder, nimble-footed, and he's so flexible as a fielder, like a rubber. Deceived him with a bit of flight, and well, this time a quicker delivery that's whacked for a run.
I thought it was always just going to be away from him, you know. It gathered pace almost in there, and it was going away from him. He checked and waited, then had to go back. And it was just out of reach. And let me tell you what, if he can't catch it, there are not many that are going to.
Quicker through the air and pat it for a single. Good over for the Qalandars. 81 for 2 after 12. The HBL Spider Cam giving a good view of the surface. It's still shining. It's a little different to the other surface that's been used for the contest. A little slow and lower, and a bit of variation on this one. Current run rate 6.75.
What I've been pleased about in the PSL is the pitches have been, the quality of pitches have been fantastic. And I say that because one of the goals that the ICC around the world are wanting to see more is better quality pitches. And having spoken to someone there who's in the know and is always punting the fact that better cricket is played on good pitches, and often we're seeing in T20 tournaments around the world pitches that are low and slow and tough to bat on, and they're not conducive for entertaining cricket. And I think we've got it right here. Sharjah certainly have got it right. We can't have 90s and 80s in a T20 game.
Oh, he'll get a boundary. Big fake inside edge. The Vabriaz is quick, and Delport was a little late on playing that pull shot.
Yeah, and these pitches give the fast bowlers a chance. They're taking wickets. The spinners are into play. Batters are playing freely. So all round, it's good, entertaining cricket.
Yeah, it was rather tough at Dubai, but here it's rather easy for the batsman. But all part of you developing your game. And both the surfaces contribute a lot. That's on the pads and whacked into the fence. He's a good-looking player. He's a good player. He's frustrated, Wahab Riaz, because that really was a soft delivery from him on the pads to a guy who's batting so well and so freely.
Yeah, it's an OOA4 that. Easy, but that's what Cameron Delport has got to work on, is he's a natural scorer. He gets a bad ball, he'll put it away. He doesn't need to go be looking for big shots. He'll get fours, he'll get singles, he'll get twos. He's a fine youngster.
Always looking for runs and always finding new angles, new areas. A very dominating innings.
Just 26 years old, so
this experience will serve him right. Making a name for himself. He'll be noticed. You don't worry about that. What a player he is. Great potential. That's so well played. Keeping his head low, eye on the ball, and then turning his body to find the space away towards the leg side. Good roll of the wrists. Right, are you ready to catch a crore, boys? The Pepsi catch a crore. Have a share of $100,000 US. It's hit hard. Oh, that's gone through. Who was the culprit? Let's have a look. Wahab obviously is hurt. Junaid Khan allowed it to sneak through his legs. 96 for 2. Oh, not through his legs, but through his hands. Yeah, the last 7 overs are going to be critical for Qalandars. Need to get to 150, 160 at least.
Right, the change of bowling, the fast man. Now, Cameron Delport's in, he's well set. Doesn't need to look for anything. My advice to him would be, put away the bad balls. You'll get them. Keep out the top delivery.
Omar Akmal with a strike rate of 180. He's seeing it all right. And he may just enjoy a bit of extra pace from Sean Tate. So we've got long on in position. There's a square leg. And the fine leg, 3 men on the leg side. Mid-off is up in the ring. Hits it on the top of the bounce.
Wrist.
Quick single, direct hit attempted, not to be. Tamim Iqbal fielding at straightish mid-wicket.
Set off quickly. Just worried that he doesn't slide the bat in. Puts it down. Oh, dangerous, dangerous. That's the last thing you need. Right, so Sean Tate is 3 balls, 3 runs. Is there a boundary in here somewhere?
On the bounce to the fielder in the deep, Wahab Riaz with soft hands throws it back to the keeper. Watch out. The truck is there. 100 for 2.
Have you watched that suspension on that truck? As the hoot is going, I see it. You know, it's got good suspension as well.
Yeah, I think you can see that there's pressure on the shocks. 100 runs in it. Not bad from Sean Tate. Just a polite reminder to the batsmen who is bossing this. Really happy to see the success of PSL, thank you. Also great to see people are turning up in huge numbers to watch their favorite teams. Mr. Akhtar, 100 mph. Bit like that truck.
Well, Shahab Akhtar. Nice to see.
Slow delivery after a seriously good bouncer. Just 4 from the over, 100 for 2. Junaid Khan with a prize wicket of Chris Gayle, 1 for 14 in his 2. Sean Tate has been quick, none for 19 in his 3. Right, bit of Asghar now. None for 14 for left-arm spinner. Gets it to spin. Umar Akmal will be looking to hammer him. Just put pressure on the youngster. Oh, quicker. And nicely done and read by Umar Akmal. His delivery to dismiss Shane Watson was an absolute peach. Watson threatening to go downtown, and then he paused, and that was it. Good leg delivery, it gripped and spun. Big shot into the gap. 50 comes up for Delport. What an important innings. He's been fluent, to say the least. And departure of Chris Gayle really didn't hurt him at all. This is a massive innings from him under the circumstances. Qalandars needed such a knock to lift them.
Yeah, and he's taken the role on of the senior opening batter, you know, since Gayle hasn't fired at all. He's played well in the compo. And it's the third 50 he's got. Slashed away over backward point, just a single now. But the projections tell you at 9 and over they'd 150. So somebody goes deep here, and we really know what Umar Akmal's all about. They stay in, 160 will be a good, it'll be there.
Come on, lads, come on, boys.
Extremely crucial for Qalandars that this pair takes them home with the bat. 50 partnership comes up. Good going. 21, 22 now. Umar Akmal from 15. That truck has been rather busy of late. Will he go big? Last ball of the over. Oh, yes, sir. Sixer. And a good one. Asghar bowling a half-trekker and being penalized. Great stuff from the left-hander. It's 113 for the loss of 2.
$15 gone. And you sense it's getting to that time now where it's 4 down.
Third 50 for Cameron Delport. He has been the shining light for Lahore Qalandars. Delport joins Tamim Iqbal. 350s for him in this HBL PSL. Last ball, last over. Short and deposit. Over the fence. Great end for Cameron. Last 5 overs to go. Lahore need to move on. Whips this out to deep square leg and he'll get a couple, but see the intent that Qalandars not going to hold back now.
Yeah, he's played well all around the wicket. Really well. Particularly strong on the onside. Mind you, that's probably where they bowled to him.
Prize. Oh, brilliant fielding. Outside edge flying to the third man fence, and Wahab Riaz saves 2.
It's these little things that can make the difference come the last overs. That extra 2 runs he saved right there. Wonderful effort. You don't see many fast bowlers around the world doing that. And that just tells you his commitment to this team and to this compo and to himself, really. The standard that he sets himself. Wonderful to see. Just the 2. So partnership now 60 of 39. And Omar Akmal getting into his straps now. He's hitting them.
Eyeing leg side. Big swing again. Just an inside edge.
Better times for the Qalandars. But having said that, we all know in this kind of competition it can turn in a heartbeat. 2 quick wickets and suddenly it falls away. That's where Cameron Delport's played. It's been strong through the onside. And, the 2 6s, one behind square and then one over mid wicket.
Running repairs. Junaid Khan needing a change of shoes. But Qalandars need to move on. Current rate, they'll get to 152, but they'll need at least 165, 70. And these guys, they'll now stand a chance because the final overs and we're expecting big hits. Pepsi, catch a crore. Share in the 100,000. Lot of support as expected. The Pathans come out in numbers. Whenever Shahid Afridi's clan is playing, they're always here. Sharjah, hugely populated with Pathans. Junaid Khan back over the wicket now to Delport. Fine leg, third man up in the circle. Full toss missed.
Well, I don't think he saw it. He didn't pick it. You know, sometimes you're looking on the pitch, looking for it to bounce somewhere, and he just didn't pick it up at all.
Very close to that off stump as well. Well, need to refocus. Is our driver Zahid once again, and Shahid Afridi look alike.
For bowled, wanting to. I don't think they'll get it. It'll be a bad decision.
Excellent bowling right up there in the block hole. Last ball now coming up, needs to close this over out well. It's just gone for 6. Last thing Junaid Khan would want is a boundary. Umar Akmal will definitely be looking for one. He's looking mid-wicket, maybe square leg. Low full toss, smashed down the ground, but a good over, just 7 off. 120 for 2.
For 2. Look at the projections. 156 at 9. So at 10 and over from here, somewhere between close to 160. Now 160, what do you think? Is it 160 good score?
Considering the pitch, it's a good score, but considering their fielding effort, dropped 8 catches.
That projection, that's exactly what they'll be looking at. The partnership, 63 or 43, that's outstanding. But you can do all this hard work and come the last 4 overs and lose your way, and suddenly it all counts for very little. But at 120 for 2 with 8 wickets in hand and 2 set batters, bang, slashed away. The first 4 comes. It's a big 4.
First ball of the over as well. Wahab just with the angle bowling outside off stump. Umar Akmal throws his hands at it, gets underneath it, over point. Good boundary. Great way to get the boundary on the very first ball of the over.
Briers is focused. Down the ground. Oh, a little half chance. A half chance for sure.
Sami with a wholehearted effort, but not good enough. First 2 balls, 2 boundaries, a straight hit, went flat, went quickly, dying on Sami. Sami got hands to it.
You'll be disappointed. He's a better fielder than that. He's the kind of man that takes those kind of catches, and that's why he's there. Shahid Afridi would have backed him to catch that. He's a great fielder, in fact. Might have been just a little bit flat, but no, nevertheless, 2 boundaries to start. It's got the potential of a big over. Outstanding delivery.
Oh, brilliant. The Yorker outside the off stump. Akmal has given a couple of chances, and both to Darren Sami. This one, he would have thought that Sami would have gobbled that up. Still smiling, always is. What a shot that is. Over cover, easy as you like, and that's sped away. Oh, brilliant shot.
It's raining boundaries in Sharjah, courtesy of Umar Akmal. Briers would be upset with that. He missed his length. It was a half volley. You see there, it was a hit-me delivery. And Akmal jumped all over it. He's got to get it right in the block hole or change the pace. Nicely played. Just the single. This is big. This is 13 already, 1 to come.
Just the kind of over they needed at the back end. 13 off. Delport will look for the boundary. A big over here, and then you're into the last 3, and you're suddenly the projections go up.
Yep, there you go. 9 and over gets you to 160 now. And they're going at 13 this over. Get another boundary, yeah, that'll jump some more. No pressure on Delport now, though. Doesn't need to go hunting one. It's there, take it. My goodness, what a delivery. What a delivery. A toe breaker, but he gets a single. 14 off the over. 134 for 2. So if you're looking for tickets for the PSL, that's where you can get them. And I'd want to get down there to some of those outlets and get mine quickly, because we've seen fantastic crowds that have come in, and some were turned away yesterday. It was a full house in Sharjah. So we moved down to Dubai. Of course, you can also go online and purchase. There you are. You go to kayazunga.ae/PSL. Kayazunga is the place to go. Buy your ticket online.
Yeah, only 10 matches to go in 10 days, and you can stream them on youtube.com/PSL. And for international viewers, it's cricketgateway.com. But with the business end of this tournament, really need to get down here and get a chance to get a share in Catch a Karora as well. Lots on offer.
Sean Tate's the man. Now, it was a poor option from Delport, and to stand and just play. He's going to bowl it back of a length. We've seen that. Don't need to be looking for anything.
And he's got so much pace anyway that once you move out of the line, you'll have problems catching up with it. So better just stay in line and use the pace on offer.
Has he got enough on it? Has he got enough on it? Yes, he has. Cameron Delport's hit Sean Tate for 6.
Pace on offer. Sean Tate with the bouncer. It was quick, but Delport didn't catch all of it, but it carried a long, long way.
Well, that's what I think he's got to do. Stand still and play. There's no need to be dancing around before the ball's bowled. Just stand and play. 6 off 2. Short again, pulled away again. Will they get the 2? They're coming for the 2, and they'll get it. I'll tell you what, this youngster's played well. Cameron Delport came into bat with Chris Gale, got out, and he's had to take all the pressure. It's his third 50 in the PSL. He's gone along nicely.
Charges on, and batsmen with runs under their belt. Both Umar Akmal and Delport, so it makes hitting easier.
Should just be a single. Umar Akmal has got a 93, which has pushed him up into run scorers there. Look at this. Iqbal's up there, Tamim, Ravi Bopara, and then Cameron Delport in there, and Umar Akmal. Now, that's great to have 2 in the top 5. And Shane Watson, well, we know what's happened there. The news is Shane Watson is not going to be batting again. He's got an abdominal strain, won't be taking part in the tournament, so he's out of the picture. So this youngster here is going along beautifully. Now he needs to keep batting it deep, right down to the 20th.
Tate has to bowl the full length. Short length, short square boundaries with his pace. That's just dealing with fire. That's chancing your arm.
You still have to be able to hook, though, because he's got good pace. If you're not an accomplished back foot player, you will battle against his pace when it's short. There's no doubt about it. But they're on their feet and they're wanting another boundary. And suddenly there's a lot of support for the Qalandars.
Drills that to mid-off. Hafiz doesn't pick up. So a single to end the 18th. 145 for 2. Final 12 deliveries and 160 minimum. Probably want 2 huge overs. Get 25, get 170. Wahab Riaz, full and straight. That's the way to go.
He's tough to score if he pitches it full. But Cameron Delport, when he's had the chance, has put away the bad balls.
3 sixes for him and likes it off the back foot. Now Wahab is going to bowl to Omar Akmal. Changes in the field. Deep mid-wicket goes back. Square leg comes up. Should still bowl full. Goes full, goes over extra, and comes back for 2. Does help when you have the full range of shots. Omar Akmal can play both sides of the wicket.
Very wristy. Opened the face there. Captain Afridi having a good look at this. Grateful for no boundary, though.
But this is good bowling. The left armour with the angle, but bowling extremely full.
So 1 to go to see my truck with that wonderful suspension and a little hooter coming past. It's going to be full. It's got 150 runs on it this time. You watch the suspension there, Buzzard. You see it bouncing up and down. It's full. Slapped away for a single, and they'll come back for 2. Yeah, that brings up the 150. Here we go.
Lots of hooting, ideal for the UAE traffic too. Back of the hand, slow one, slap to long off, and it's gone so quickly that he had to make sure, put the body on the line. Again, full and straight. Good bowling from Wahab. Just a single this time.
He wanted the second. Delport knew there was 2. Akmal said, nah, I'm getting a little bit tired of breathing heavily here. So 7 off this over. Wow, Breers has really struggled tonight. He's been caned a little bit. He won't like it.
Well, ends with a good bouncer, but it's not been a happy time for Wahab. 19 gone, 153 for 2.
So, just gathering their breath and having a quick drink. It's the last over. Everybody gearing up for this last one. It's an important one. It's a big over here. I'll take them over that 160, and that 160 is a mental place. We've got 160 to chase. So you've got to get the field right. You've got to get it perfectly right. 2 men set. A great partnership to set this up. Certainly be happy with this. 96, looking for 4 more. Cut away, just, will there be only one? Yes, it only one. I'm hoping for that 4 on the truck. Only one. Oh.
He timed this really well. Almost thought that he'd got that boundary. Sped away. David Malan does well on the fence because it hit him before he expected it. 5 balls to go. What does Delport have in store? Can they get to 165, 170?
He's got to back that. It's going to be full. Maybe get deeper into his crease and try and make it a half volley. I'm not sure it's going to be a bouncer. Third man's up. Spanked down the ground. And that's a 4. It's a great shot. And it brings up the 100 partnership.
Truck into the picture again. A low full toss this time by Junaid Khan. Just backed away a little and hit it right in the screw. Straight down the track. 1 bounce and into the fence. Good hitting by Delport.
He slapped this over mid-wicket, I reckon. No, straight to the man. Oh, he didn't get a hold of it.
Slow bouncer, and he's hit it down deep mid-wicket. Good innings for Delport comes to an end. Junaid Khan gets the wicket. He's out for 78. 3 balls to go, 158 for 3. Yeah, didn't get all of it. It was slow from Junaid Khan, not the conventional bouncer. Hit it well enough, didn't place it well enough.
So Dwayne Bravo comes to the crease. He's also a big hitter. Just 3 balls that he needs to face. Now, he's not on strike. Omar Akmal. 3 more to get to his 50. Will that beat backward point? Will it beat backward point? No, just a single.
Good last over here from Junaid Khan. Bouncer never really arrived. And he's hit it straight down Milan's throat. But last 2 balls to go. Twin Bravo on strike. They need a couple of boundaries. Junaid Khan bowling full outside off.
Oh, he's dropped it. Darren Sammy got a hand on it. It was a real flyer. Darren's going to be looking up at that board again. He's had 2 chances before this. Got smiling on his face. It's followed him. It could have stuck, though.
That was a brilliant effort, though. Full stretch, and it was travelling. Just didn't stick. I think he saved 3 runs.
You got a feel for him. He's had 3 of them, and all 3 of them have been really tough. I mean, as good a fielder as he is, it's been tough 3 field catches. Now that is a heck of a shot. That's a wonderful stroke to bring up his 50 and bring on our truck.
Terrific end from Omar Akmal, over extra cover. Fantastic shot to end the innings with the boundary. Qalandars end up with 164. And it's a decent total. They'll be happy with that. Omar Akmal with a good little blitz.
Yeah, the last stroke to bring up his 50 was a real exquisite drive. It was in the slot, he went across to off stump, and then once he'd hit it and he knew he'd found the gap, you look at the happiness in it. He knows they got the 160, he's got a 50, and that's what they wanted. They've been under the pump, the Lahore side. They really have. They need a win. They need something. Well played, Omar Akmal.
164. It's a good total to defend. And Delport and Omar Akmal have come to the party. It's a good start to this match, but they need to finish. Job is half done, they need to finish on a high. Peshawar Zalmi, they'll back themselves. They've got a very decent batting lineup to chase this down.
Yeah, sometimes you say, if you want to win this compo, you got to chase down scores like this. That's what good sides do. Come a final, you might be faced with this kind of total, and you need to really get yourself together and do it. They loved it, they're loving it, but they're waiting for the batting. Better believe that. So that's the batting card. Azhar Ali opened with Chris Gale. Chris Gale got naught, LBW. Then Cameron Delport came in and played a blinder, 78 of 61, and Omar Akmal 52 of 31, and those two set up a wonderful batting card. The bowlers, well, as you'd expect, they toil a little bit. Wahab Riaz, probably the worst bowling figures of his tournament so far. 4 overs for 39, just 2 wickets in there, 8 extras, and that ended the 164 for 3. So Zalmi have got a bat. They need 165 in 20 overs. It's going to be one heck of a good game.
Right, I've got Cameron Delport here with me. He's played a fabulous innings. Cameron, brilliant innings so far, and you've had a pretty good tournament.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's just half the job done now. Now we need the bowlers to kick on and hopefully get those 10 wickets for us.
Right, and what do you think about Lahore Qalandars? They've not been in particularly good form. How does it feel to deal with the pressure?
No, I think we've played some good cricket there in certain parts of the game. Obviously, there's been some key moments where we've dropped catches, gone for a bit more runs than we've needed to. But yeah, we played some really good cricket, and hopefully we can just turn around this game.
And how is the pitch playing today?
Yeah, it's a bit skiddy and a bit slow. So I think there is still something there for the bowlers, but it is a nice batting track.
Right, and what do you think of the target?
No, I think it was a decent target. It was a bigger target than what we expected because we got a bit of info from the previous game that was a bit slow. I mean, only plates are 120, so this plates are 167, 70, I think it was. So yeah, we're happy with that total.
Right, thank you so much for your time and all the best.
Cheers, thank you very much.
Well, 164 is on the board, and that's more than a competitive target, as Cameron Delport has once again shown his qualities and his adaptability to the conditions in this Pakistan Super League, especially here in Sharjah. Hard-hitting, forceful South African, and a wonderful innings from him. His third half century in this tournament, 78 from 61 balls with 3 sixes, is a good return from the South African. That's really helped. He, with Umar Akmal, have put more than a competitive total on the board. He's done his part, Cameron Delport, and he's a pretty useful fielder as well. So 78 from 61, it's a good return, and he got good support from Umar Akmal.
He played exceptionally well, didn't he? He's been in good form all tournament. He's such a good timer of the ball. That's what it is with Umar Akmal. Sweet hitter of the ball. He's not a big man, but geez, I tell you what, he hits the ball quickly to that boundary. 52 off 31 balls, an outstanding half century for him. And strong through the offside in particular. That's where all those boundaries have been peppered. He loves to get inside out and hit the ball through extra cover. He's also good with that cut shot, lays the ball off nicely, plays it late. Tip-top form.
Couple of drop catches again today, though. And you wouldn't expect this man to drop them. But Darren Sammy, that's difficult. That's a tough chance.
You've got to be Superman to take that one.
This one.
Again. Oh, nearly a blinder.
3 tough chances, but with Darren Sammy, he's already lifted the bar. He took a fine catch here on this ground, just in front of the main stand, low down last night. But let's give you the ticket information if you want to buy tickets here in the United Arab Emirates. There's a number of outlets for you. There they are in the UAE. Only 10 games left after this one. The final is on February the 23rd. That's a Tuesday in 10 days' time. Chances are running out to watch the PSL. So there we are. There's your ticket outlets for those of you living in the UAE. And of course, those of you back in Pakistan, you can watch it in the comfort of your own home. But we know that many people have been flying over as well to watch it here live. So I love that shot. I love that shot of the moon. Qalandars will be literally over that if they do this. Peshawar Zalmi have got to score 165 runs in 20 overs. It's going to take some going for Peshawar, but that's the target, 165. Lahore Qalandars against Peshawar Zalmi, and the Zalmi have to go some to get these runs. Lahore are bottom of the pack in the PSL table, but that man there, Cameron Delport, with 78 from 61 balls, has made, and he and Umar Akmal have ensured that the Lahore Qalandar bowlers have really got a target that they can hope to defend. They are so desperate for the points. They've got to get the points. Mohammad Hafiz has been in great form. He and Tamim Iqbal have formed a very decent opening partnership. Mohammad Hafiz 148 runs, Tamim Iqbal with 237, and his best 80 not out on this ground. Ihsan Adil is going to open the bowling, and he'll start with Chris Gale at first slip. 165 is the target after Lahore made 164 for 3. Chris Gale, naught. But Hawkeye showed that the ball was missing leg stump on the LBW, but he had to go. The umpire judged it to be in front.
Just goes to show, though, that the rest of the team have stepped up in his absence. He's missed out on a couple of occasions in this tournament, and the likes of M1H1F and Cameron Delport have stepped up and led the show. This guy has been in some terrific form. Tamin Iqbal, very, very strong square of the wicket, so you can't afford to give him width early. He'll throw everything at it.
A decent one to start with.
Yeah, nice line, perfect length, just asking the batsman to play when it's that close to that off-stump line. It looked like it was going to shape back in, but just held its line. And if you're in Pakistan, viewers can get onto youtube.com/PSL to get the action. And for all the other viewers, cricketgateway.com.
Tamim Iqbal off the mark. Leading run scorer for the Peshawar Zalmi. 237 runs. The Mohammad Hafiz, they have provided the starts for Peshawar in this PSL. The next player on the list for Peshawar is Darren Sami with 76 runs.
And that is the reason why they recognise that if they take a couple of early wickets, there's a lot of batting that hasn't had a lot of time in the middle. So you can guarantee that that would have been part of their discussion, trying to get those early wickets to expose a top six that hasn't had a lot of time.
Six players on the offside. Ring of 4 saving the 1. Chris Gale at slip, and there's a third man. Oh, that's absolute beauty from Adil.
And that's why there's 6 there, because he was looking to swing the ball away from the right-hander. Probably not expect this little bit of extra bounce off a length. That's a beaut. Absolute beaut to get first up. Just feeling for that line outside off stump.
It's one of the best deliveries we've seen in the entire PSL that has not taken a wicket. And he'll bowl worse and will take wickets. So now, because of that delivery, a second slip has been brought in. Cameron Delport has come into second slip to join Chris Gale. Can he get another away swinger? Can. It's an away swinger, but it's gone away off the bat as well, and it's 4.
There's nothing wrong with the delivery. Certainly delivery bowling for his field, looking for that outside edge. A little bit of movement. A drive that was up-ish, a little bit thick edge, outside edge, ballooning over backward point. I like the way they've got 2 slips here. They're hunting for wickets, which is important.
Straight delivery, and Hafiz looking to play it leg side. This is really good shape being delivered by Ihsan Adil.
Beautiful looking delivery. That seam position upright, encouraging the ball to swing away from the right hander to bring the slips into play. There's only a very small window an over or two where this ball will swing, and then for whatever reasons that window closes, and then you've got to resort to change of pace, getting your length absolutely spot on and making sure you're bowling stump to stump.
It's a very good over. 5 runs came from it. Dwayne Bravo with the second over of the innings, and we've just seen a very good over delivered from Ihsan Adil. 165 is the target, and so often in this PSL Peshawar Zalmi have relied upon the opening partnership of Hafiz and Iqbal.
Good first up ball, quick bouncer.
Iqbal looked to be caught in two minds there. It was again another shortish delivery from Dwayne Bravo.
Well, that's the skill of Bravo. He always has the batsman guessing. They're never sure whether it's going to be a slower ball. He's quicker bouncer, a Yorker, and he's had a lot of success wherever he's gone around the world in this form of the game, just through his clever bowling.
Change in the field already. Mid-on's gone back to long on. Iqbal's had a wonderful PSL. That is a very elegant extra cover drive, full of authority.
Well, it's a shot of a man that's in form on top of the bounce. It's not even close to a half volley. Standing on top of that bounce and climbing into it with his weight well over that front leg. Top class. I reckon they should have a deep cover for Tamim Iqbal, a deep square cover on the boundary, and sacrifice the fine leg because he's so strong through that area on the offside.
Oh, they have to go. There's just a moment there, the better throw maybe. Quick decision to go back for the second.
Yeah, the two was always there, but Hafiz wasn't really expecting the call for two, and he's lagging behind going to the bowler's end.
Adnan Rasul was the fielder, got to the ball quickly. It's gone over the top this time, Iqbal. There's a barrage of short stuff from Bravo.
Yeah, he's just got the line wrong here, and with no fielder back protecting the boundary on the offside, it's a free gift. He's just got to lift it over that infield, which he does with ease. Not 100% convinced this is the right field and tactic here from Bravo.
Pitched up at last. 11 from that Bravo over. 2 gone, 16 without loss. .11 from that Dwayne Bravo over. 165 is the target.
There's obviously a little bit of dew out there. The groundsman's out there with some sawdust, just putting a pile behind the bowler's mark and also sprinkling a bit on the front line at both ends. And the reason for that is when the bowler runs in, obviously a bit of moisture gathers on the sole of his boot. And when he hits that crease, it can just get a bit uneasy underfoot. It's so important the bowler feels balanced at point of release. Otherwise, the consistency of what he's trying to release is it's not going to be there.
Scale has come out of slip. So the left-handed Iqbal. Arslan Adil shaped the ball in that first over, and he had 2 slips for Mohammad Hafiz, but now for Iqbal, Chris Gayle has gone into a short mid-wicket. Great looking stroke, but he doesn't get anything for it.
He can play, there's no doubt about that, and he's in some terrific touch. Again, just look at the shots through the offside. He really does love giving himself room and hitting through the offside. He also hits it well straight. There again, offside. Again, he'll do it all day. You don't have to give him a lot of width for him to be able to access the boundary on the offside.
That's going to keep Tamim. Oh, low. Tamim Iqbal, that keeps him honest. What's going on here?
Umpire Joel Wilson just getting in on the act and just calming things down. A little bit aggressive. He was throwing it at the stumps, though, and it wasn't far off hitting the stumps. You know, I've seen worse.
Yes, go along with that.
I like it. He's in the business here. He's looking to take the prize scalp. And they're fighting eyes for you.
A little bit of spice, just to add flavour to the contest. Right, now then. Right, what's Arslan Adil got now? Got to go, hit the stumps, got to come in. Azhar Ali, the captain, was a little bit on his heels. You've got to keep pressure on. This is really good bowling by Arslan Adil, and he needs his fielders to support him.
Well, I tell you what, they're a marked improvement from last night, Lahore. They were flat in the field, but they all look very, very focused here and in the contest. So important that it's not just left to the bowler to try to take wickets. Everyone in the field is responsible to create a real atmosphere and environment where the batsmen feel that it's going to be hard work.
On leg side, it should just be one.
Yeah, had a poor day. There you go. That was the very first over. I think there was about 8 drop catches. There were some tough ones, but there was also some that you'd expect to be taken at this level. But you can't expect to be winning any contest when you're missing opportunities like that. The wobbly boots on there, Christopher Henry Gale.
He's got away with delivering a meat pie. No more than a pie, that. Chris Gayle given out 0 LBW today. Junaid Khan has got him twice in this this PSL. 0 and 0. Bowled him, took his off stump in Dubai, and both first ball ducks.
I'll argue the point there. I think today was a second ball duck because the first ball was a wide down the leg side.
Well done, Moods. Keeping you on your toes, you see. Good.
Don't need to. I'm always on my toes.
You don't need to be. We do. You're standing at 6-7. Short leg side. 6 it is. It's gone into the members' enclosure. 3 overs gone. It is 24 for no wicket.
Beautifully picked up, just the wrong length, wrong line. Just helping it on its way.
Tamim Iqbal gets his own back on Ehsan Adil. There's a problem here for Adil. He's just running onto the area where he shouldn't be. So Joel Wilson has advised him. That's the first sort of, I don't think it's a warning. I think he's just saying, look, you can't run on there. You've got to get off here. Change of bowling. It's going to be Kevon Cooper. Clattered away by Hafiz. He's in such good form in this PSL.
Top class. Top class. It's a loose ball. Any player of quality is going to jump all over that on a good wicket. A little bit of width. Too short. The first ball and last ball of every over is so important because it's the entry into the contest and it's the exit out of the contest. Last over we saw a 6 off the last ball. First ball of this over we've seen a 4.
Has he beaten the man at mid-off? No, he hasn't. That is fantastic. Azhar Ali, the captain. One of the great catches of this PSL goes to the Lahore captain. Hafiz goes for 9. It's 28 for 1.
Just hitting high on the blade, looking to lift it over mid-off, and an excellent catch from Azhar. Just not getting hold of it at all.
Kamran Akmal has been promoted up the order. He's coming in at 3. David Malan, the Middlesex England man, hasn't played for England, but the Middlesex player was padded up, probably still is padded up, but Kamran Akmal has been sent in by Shahid Afridi. Tamim Iqbal then has lost his opening partner, Mohammad Hafiz. Oh, just strained down that leg side. 4 leg byes. Kevon Cooper's got to get his line right here.
I was making the point about the first ball of an over and the last ball of an over, how important it is, and how important it is to make sure it doesn't go for a boundary. You can add the third one to that, and that is when you've taken a wicket, the very next ball, you've got to continue to hold that momentum. Now, that wicket has been lost. That momentum's been lost because they've got a soft 4 through a loose delivery on leg stump.
Push this one as well. This has got enough on it for 4. There's too many boundaries being conceded by Lahore.
It's not good enough. Half volley leg stump. A player of Taman Iqbal's skill, confidence, he's going to jump all over it.
It's concentration on every single ball to the end of Hafiz.
Yeah, just catching the splice of the bat, so he couldn't get any distance to beat the infield. Azhar Ali taking a sensational catch, diving away to the left, getting both hands to it, leading from the front.
"13 from the over, but Hafiz has gone. 4 gone. It's 37 for 1.
Just looking at the number of wickets taken by each team, and Lahore, one of the reasons they have struggled is because they've struggled to take wickets, and in this form of the game, if you're not taking wickets, what tends to happen is the opposition score runs.
Going to see the off spinner Adnan Rasool coming into the attack. 37 on the board for Peshawar Zalmi. We've only had 4 overs, but they have lost Mohammad Hafiz. Once again, it's Tamim Iqbal who's leading from the front. It's a fairly half-hearted appeal from the keeper.
It's a good bit of fielding. He's quick onto it, but also equally as good was the running. Early call and responded well. Now, ideally, they would want the left-hander on strike for a few deliveries with the off-spinner. And if you're a Pakistan viewer, you can catch all the action on youtube.com/PSL, and for all the international viewers, cricketgateway.com. So Russell will be challenged here with a right-hander. It's a lot easier for the right-hander to face the orthodox off-spinner. There's a deep mid-on and a deep forward square, so he has to bowl very much a leg stump line.
That's too far down the leg side. You have no margin for error down there. Want to buy tickets online for the PSL? Go to kiazunga.ae/PSL.
Better line. He's bowling quite quickly too, which is understandable. He's under pressure with only 2 outfielders in this first 6 overs. And that's pierced the field. It won't go for 4. They'll look for a couple and get there. Yeah, the challenge that the off spinner has to the right-hander is that he has to bowl it relatively quickly. Otherwise, it gives the batsman time to use their feet and get inside the ball and access that offside. So he's got to push it through at a decent pace. But width is the issue. He cannot afford to provide any width on that off stump. And this is what happens. If you're slightly off, you're going to be wider down that leg side.
He's got it. This time with a lot of power. It's a poor ball from Rasul.
Yeah, a bit of a gift, a little bit short. Akmal getting deep in his crease and just finding that gap through backward point. Hitting it beautifully. Look how late he's hit it.
Very quickly hedging up towards the 50 mark for Zalmi.
Again, the Lahore attack being exposed. The quality of it is being exposed here. Need to take wickets, and they also need to keep hold of that run rate.
They're going to push for 2 here, but they'll have to settle for 1. We've had 5 overs and the score is 47 for 1.
This is turning out to be a very good run chase. Zalmi 47 for 1. Can't afford to lose too many wickets. 118 required of 90. Qalandars look hungry. But Tamim Iqbal is once again playing an extremely fluent innings. Very classy. 25 from 18. Dwayne Bravo has got this ability to turn the game on its head with some sparkling natural cricket. He's extremely talented, and he'll keep on doing that. Every now and then he'll spring a surprise with a bit of variation, variety. What a fantastic catch by Azhar Ali at mid-off. Really was a tremendous effort. Yeah, he anticipated this so well, and clearly the captain setting the tone in the field. Beautiful grab. Oh, unlucky. Fine leg up in the ring, but they still steal a single. Wayward throw from the fielder there. Shot fine. It was Arslan Ash who misfired it.
Kamran was looking desperate. He's struggling to get down the other end, and that throw was on target. I suspect that Kamran would have been gone for all money. Picks up throws, but it's way off target and half a foot in it. Kamran was really struggling.
I think Tamim will be the key to Zalmi's success. He's gotten off to a very good start here, and he's got the class and quality to pull it off. Bravo 6 and a wicket only to show for his work. Average of almost 150. Economy is high as well. We can safely say that he hasn't had a pleasant time of it with the ball. He's, by the way, the second highest wicket taker in T20 cricket, Dwayne Bravo. over 280 T20 wickets.
Yeah, all over the place, and his variations haven't worked. He's bowled them very often, but they haven't worked. If Qalandars needed him to fire, it is now. They need him to get a few wickets, get them back here.
How good is that? Lovely piece of timing, and well, finding the gap. Gets a thumbs up from his partner. A boundary square through the offside, and have a look at this one. Just angle bat and finding the gap.
Wrist of steel. It was so full, and just a little bit of flick at the back end of the stroke, and it's raced away. It's a good delivery, full, but Tamim Iqbal in exemplary form.
.54 for the loss of 1. Zalmi 54 for the loss of 1. Tamim Iqbal playing a very good innings, a fluent innings, and a risk-free batting from him. 30 from 21. Very safe and classy through the offside. His driving has once again been eye-catching. Delport coming on to bowl. So it's 111 in 84 balls. That's the target right now. Starts off with a decent delivery. A misfield allows the striker to rotate the strike. It's a single to Kamran Akmal. Time now to go down to Stephanie.
Hi, I'm here with Darren Sami. Darren, how are you enjoying the UAE so far?
It's been fun, you know. I'm playing with a good bunch of guys with Afridi leading, so it's been brilliant.
Yeah, so you said they're a good bunch of guys. How is it gelling with them, especially in the dressing room?
It's brilliant in the dressing room. The first thing I observed when I came to Dubai was the way we just gelled really, really well. What's happening here?
Oh, that's a major breakthrough. Absolutely major. So Delport providing them with a bit of breathing space, maybe a little bit more than that. It's the left-hander who they've picked. Gone. Caught by Rizwan. Bowled Delport for 30 when he was looking good. It's 55 for 2.
Trying to run this down to third man. That's a thick edge, and that's a good catch. Standing up to the stumps, catching a thick edge, takes some doing. Qalandars back in this. Delport the man.
David Malan. 55 for 2. Zalmi losing a serious asset. Rizwan picking up a good catch, and well, the breakthrough has been delivered by Delport. Now then, Kamran Akmal becomes the senior partner in this partnership, on 10 from 9. .55 for 2. Let's go downstairs once again to Stephanie.
Darren, y'all just lost another wicket. What will it take for y'all to go the distance?
Well, we'll need to build a partnership. These two batters, hopefully we put a 50-run partnership. And, you know, so far we've not lost a game chasing. So we have confidence in the guys. We're playing well as a group, and somebody always comes up for us.
Thank you so much for your time, and all the best of luck.
Well, bit of brotherly rivalry there. Umar Akmal with a wild throw, and Kamran Akmal just letting him know that the stumps are located somewhere else. You can feel that Qalandars want a bit of a challenge tonight. They look focused, they look energized. He is always energized.
Surprising that the slow medium bowlers have come to the party. Now it's Delport's turn. We saw Bopara, we saw Elliott. Can he get a few wickets for Qalandars?
After 7, it's 57 for the loss of 2. ...108 runs required in 78 balls. Who will blink first? After 7 overs, Qalandars were 49 for 1 and well positioned and well placed. Zalmi not far behind, but they've lost an extra wicket. Shoaib Khan is the bowler. Zohaib Khan, sorry. Plot twist. Lahore Qalandars start catching. Yeah. They were pretty ordinary in the last game where they dropped around 8 catches. This is such a refreshingly good change. The best thing about T20 cricket is that your fortunes can change so quickly. One good run out, one great catch in the field, and the reversal occurs. Trying a dab, and well taken by Rizwan. Lovely soft pair of hands.
.58 for 2. You add a couple of wickets to that and game on. Just need to hang in there, Qalandars. They need to build some pressure. Peshawar did this in the mid-phase of the innings, dried up the boundaries. Shoaib Khan is a clever operator, bowls that Yorker very well. Although he's a left-arm spinner, he bowls that full Yorker pretty well.
Extremely intense. Oh! That's gone through. That'll be four byes. Rizwan going to the wrong side of the pitch. Batsman trying something different, and well, it befuddled the batsman, befuddled the keeper. No, in fact, he was okay, but that ball didn't bounce much. I like the way he came back adjacent to the stumps, trying to convince the umpire that it was a straightforward leg before call, that he had missed, that he was in line with the stumps, and it was hitting the stumps. Who will deal with the pressure better? I think that's the key here. This is an extremely delicate position of the game. Zalmi need partnership. They need Kamran Akmal to survive this little period. And Qalandars need to strike and make use of this lull, make use of the pressure that they've exerted.
Not exactly a pitch where you come in and start hitting from word go, so You need some time. You need batsmen having runs under their belt before they can really turn it on. For Qalandars, they need wickets consistently.
That's really well bowled. 64 for 2. It's a tight contest. 101 in 12 overs. Zafar Gohar, very quick on his feet. Well, this is the view that you get from the HBL box. Not bad. Win a prize and you could be part of the party. Part of that cycle, circus. It's been a cautious start by Malan, 2 from 6. It's called for 2. Kamran Akmal. Got to be careful once again. A fielder extremely sharp. It's Zafar Gohar who releases the ball quickly.
Delport doing a job. And his fielder's backing him up for once. Quickly on it. One bounce in. 1.2 overs, 1 for 5. Maybe he can get one more wicket here.
No timing from Kamran Akmal. There's no pace on the deliveries from Delport. So hitting the ball hard is becoming a bit of a problem on this slow pitch. Right, folks, you could be part of this deal. It's a good one. Catch a ball and you can share the 100,000 prize money. .3 overs, 1 for 6. What an important little spell he's delivering here, Cameron Delport. Miscues it, but played it straight, so it was relatively safe.
Omar Akmal fires it in. He's extremely pumped. They need this win. Delport just gesturing to him that you should have thrown to the keeper.
Just got to calm down a little bit. Obviously, he's pumped up, but there's a fine balance between being pumped up and being emotional. He's been rather emotional of late. Firing hard at his brother and then the keeper. 68 for 2. David Malan is on strike, a left-hander.
Last couple of overs, no boundaries. And Zohaib and Delport just putting the squeeze on. Required run rate now nearing the 9s. So pressure building, something has to give.
Quite happy to just work the singles. Qalandars have crawled their way back. It's not been an easy tournament for them, so they need this win desperately to feel good about themselves and to make sure that they're still involved and engaged in this HBL PSL. Big shot, 6, wow. He's produced a beauty over mid-wicket. Impact shot, the HBL 6 counter is on the move once again, 147.6. Have a look at the balance and the long big stride. Great, absolutely great hit.
Yeah, Kamran Akmal likes it, a flat 6 of Zohaib Khan. Something had to give, and Malan, he's thrown a punch, and a flat one and a hard one.
That's good batting. Straight down the ground for a run. Leaves a bit of space now for Kamran Akmal, who plays spin well. Watch out for the cut shot. He's very good with that shot. Trying his hard to get around that one. Good effort, very good effort. It's a marked improvement in the field. Inside out drive, finds the gap for a run. Willing to work hard, the fielders. Responding to the enormity of the task. They cannot afford to lose this one, Qalandars. Ten runs from this over. Good one for the Zalmis. And it'll be 10 runs from the over. 10 gone, 78 for the loss of 2.
End of the Qatar Airways strategic timeout. 10 overs have gone, 78 for 2, 87 required in the next 10. Pat Simcox, where are you with this one?
Well, it's all in the balance right now, but you've really got to favour the batting side with only 2 down, and with the batting lineup still to come. The required rate of 8.5, and somebody's just bats deep, they're going to go close. I'm looking forward to a super over at some stage, Alan. What about tonight, maybe?
Well, yes, it's a possibility. If the scores are level, we'll have a super over. But this has been some performance by Cameron Delport. He's nipped in with the prize scalp of Tamim Iqbal. He's played magnificently for 78 off 61 balls. Little partnership building here now between Malan and Akmal, worth 24, 25.
This pitch is ideal for Cameron Delport to just run up bowl wicket to wicket, Grant Elliott-like. He got 4 wickets early on today. Up she goes. This could be out. Can it be out? Yes, it is. That's the wicket they needed. Azhar Ali, you little beauty.
That's his second catch of the innings, and Azhar Ali is showing that Lahore have turned things around in the field. The captain is leading by example, and that's an important scalp. Kamran Akmal has gone. It is 80 for 3. Akmal gone for 18.
High into the night sky it went. And the captain was underneath it, steady as a rock. Safe, oh, a little bobble, but in she went. Now.
Azhar Ali 2 catches. Delport 2 wickets. Delport in the runs. Are Lahore seeing a little glimpse of light in what has been a fairly long dark tunnel? Shahid Afridi, is he the captain for Zalmi to turn it round for the men in yellow? Can they do it? They're already qualified for the playoffs, but Lahore are fighting for their lives to get into the top 4. If Lahore win this match, they will be level on points, 4 points each with Karachi and Islamabad. That ball was up in the air for some time. Enough time to think about dropping it, but he held it. He's bowling it as slow as his mother would bowl it, but that's all he needs just to get it down the other end. 11 overs gone, 83 for 3. Kevon Cooper. One for 9 in his first over. Back into the attack, threaded through that offside. Ihsan Adil, tumbling stop. Kevon Cooper's first over, he got smashed for 4 back of square. Hafiz was looking for him and he was brilliantly caught by Azhar Ali, the captain. A couple of leg side deliveries, but he's back into the attack and he knows that he wants to get a good over in here. Well, the 2 players who've got the runs for Shahid Afridi's side, Tamim Iqbal, Mohammad Hafiz, are back in the dugout. They have got the bulk of runs for Zalmi.
I think it's time that Shahid Afridi came now to the party. I think he's been waiting for it. At some stage it's going to happen. It hasn't happened with him with the ball, but at some point somebody's going to catch the backlash of Shahid Afridi innings. And could this be the opportunity?
Well fielded. It's going to go close, this one. 165 is some target on this pitch.
Yeah, one of these have got to go deep, I think. And I wouldn't mind seeing Darren Sammy, you know, coming in for a little smack. Maybe just a little bit earlier.
Malan is looking fairly composed. Afridi plays one way. He's got one gear. He goes straight from neutral into fifth. That's the way he likes to play. There are not many gears in between, Shahid Afridi. He'll be looking at some of those stands and his friends in the stands and those wearing the yellow jerseys. And he'll be wanting to put that little white ball amongst them. A little bit like that. Has he done it? Has he done it? Chris Gale. That would have been some catch, let me tell you.
Yeah, he was never going to catch it, Chris Gale. It was always going away from him. Little chancer from Shahid Afridi. A little surprised he wants to play that kind of shot this stage. He may just want to just knock it around. He's got somebody that's well in on the other side. That's Chris Gale. He's stopping and turning.
Scale naught today.
Yeah, that's better, Alan. Ends the over. 91 for 3.
Peshawar Zalmi need 74 in the last 8 overs to win this match. Still to come, Darren Sammy. Afridi's just come in. Malan is there on 19, composed. Just look at the comparison score there after 12 overs. The Lahore Qalandars were 81 for 2. The Zalmi are 10 ahead of them, even though they've lost one more wicket. Still to come, Darren Sammy. Worked around leg side. Oh, that's got to be stopped. Umar Akmal has got to stop those. You've got to get body behind it, something. They can't go for 4.
Well, he's got more plaster than the local pharmacy on his hands. Yeah, it was a shocker.
It's gone miles up. The 2 men converging on it, and a nice catch. Umar Akmal makes amends. Doesn't mind about the 4. What about if I catch Shahid Afridi? Will that do? Yes, it will, captain. Umar Akmal is never far away from the action. The ball went miles above the stadium lights here in Sharjah. It was up for a long time, like a comet in the sky. Having a look at the no ball. We needn't look at that. Only his toenails are in front of it. But you've got to go, captain. Shahid Afridi 9. It's 95 for 4. Game on.
Yeah, I'm disappointed. Shahid, I was so looking forward to a really top innings from him, but this is a fantastic catch. It's such a pressure catch, and there's not even a bobble underneath it. He's just as safe as a house. Look at that. And such a great technique when you catch it like that. Cameron Delport gets his 2nd. What a night he's having. Should I say his 3rd wicket? Man. Amazing.
Shahid Yusuf comes in with 11 on his back. It's just as well he isn't 11. They've got wickets in hand, and still Darren Sammy is not in. But now this is the way that Afridi plays. Up between the lights, Umar Akmal takes it comfortably, takes it the Australian way, fingers up. Didn't he take it well? Steadied himself, composed himself.
Well, let's just talk about that Australian way. It's the way a lot of other sides catch as well. But up she goes. But when you take it up high, if you bobble it from there, you can get a second chance. You see, if it bounces up off your hands, you can still catch it. That's why it's such a good way to catch.
Cameron Delport, what an all-round performance. 3 wickets to go with his 78. The Lahore owners and the VIPs with a smile on their face, and they haven't had a smile for a couple of days. No pace at all. Simo, that's slower than you used to bowl it. He's bowling it slower than you used to bowl it.
Yeah, he is. Look at this. All balls bowled by Zalmi, all good length. Oh, that's an outside edge. Was it? No, no, it isn't. I'm jumping up and down, so excited. Stop it.
It's because he's from Durban, that's why you're up and down. You've seen a good Natal lad doing well here in Sharjah.
Well, you know, the final of the Ram Slam, they didn't want to pick him. They dropped him. Retribution takes the single. 13 gone. 97 for 4. Well, look at the bowling figures. Cameron Delport decimated them. 4 overs, 9 dots in there.
Yeah, well, that's important as well. You know, your wickets as well, Simo. You're absolutely right. But 9 dot balls, that's an over and a half they didn't score from. Brilliant from Cameron Delport. And by the way, he scored 78 from 61 deliveries as well.
That is such an astute observation. 9 balls. You've said it correctly. It's an over and a half out of the 4. Amazing.
Conceding just 1 boundary as well.
I know that Ramiz is really hoping for a Lahore win here. He's a Lahore man through and through. And what he's thinking, I know in his mind and what he's speaking about is, if they get through, he believes Chris Gayle will start to fire, and they've got a good bowling attack. They field well. He reckons they can go close and win it. So Ramiz is rooting for Lahore. You've got a Swansea player in Pakistan side, in the Karachi side.
Steady on that.
You're loving that. You want Karachi to win.
Where's this gone? It's gone straight back over the bowler. It's a 6, and it brings up the 100. David Malan with the HBL 6 counter up to 148. Here goes our truck. It's got 100 runs in it.
Bingo. Middle of the bat.
It's not a good ball, but it's a fine piece of fielding. Guess who it is? It's our man Cameron Delport. Is he fired up? It's been a great night for him so far. There's a sense in the Lahore camp. They look a different side in the field. They look a completely different side.
Well, they dropped 8 catches in one game, didn't they? And tonight, they've taken some blinders. They've stepped up to the plate, and that's been fantastic. I mean, I saw a catch tonight as good as a catch you'll ever see in cricket.
Swung round, and that's an oi-hoi 4.
Oi, oi. You got to stop the bleeding, Lahore. Oi, oi, here we go.
Yeah, these deliveries, Rasul, that's an open invitation. It's pitching outside leg stump, no chance of LBW, so it's really inviting the sweep shot from Shahid Yusuf. 56 required in 38. Mohammad Rizwan saying, come on, let's get this line right. Azhar Ali wanting to know from his bowler, what line are you going to give me? What line do you want to bowl? I'll get the fielders there. You tell me what you want and I'll get the field for you. But just stick to it. Well, it's cheeky and it's 4. Delport can't stop it.
Oh, this is big. This is a little game changer here. Suddenly that rate's dropping now, just over 8. This is a big over. The gamble of bowling the off spinner, and he's bowling round the wicket, and I'm not convinced that's the way to go. Delport chased this down for all he was worth. The look of desperation. 1 ball to come. If there's a 6 off this, I'm afraid it's a huge moment.
He's gone for 26. Oh gosh, add another 4. He's gone for 30 in.
Well, another sweep. Yes, Alan. He's gone for big runs. Oh, 30 and 2, Alan. You're right.
Well, I was counting them for him. He's gone for 30 and 2, and that's expensive. So that's now just tilted it back to an even keel.
Down there in Lahore, Alan, a lot of people have just shifted forward in the seat. This is what happened in that last over. Round the wicket, not the way to go. Poor angles. No spin on it. He's got to be bowling wicket to wicket, over the wicket.
Very quickly, this partnership between Malan and Yusuf is 22 from just 10 deliveries. Now, Dwayne Bravo's got a job to do here. He's got to bowl a good over. He's got to repair some of the damage that we... Hello, is he all right? Is he okay?
Yeah, he'll be fine. Alan, right now, if you walked into the ground, you didn't know what the score was, and you looked up at the board, you saw 8 and over with 2 men settled. It's all they need getting home. It should be a doddle.
It should be.
They would snatch defeat from the jaws of victory if they lost it from here.
And still, with Darren Sammy, should be padded up. Bravo's got to... He's got to get it right. That's pitched outside leg stump, Dwayne. That's pitched outside. He knows it.
The question is, can they withstand the one thing that can turn this game? And that is the thing called scoreboard pressure. And when you bat second, you know you've got to face that pressure as it mounts with every dot ball. Oh, I think we've got a problem, boys.
Well, he's might have a little abdominal problem. Just to confirm, if you didn't know it a little earlier, Shane Watson has an abdominal problem and he is leaving. He is out of the PSL. He flies back to Australia tomorrow. That's bad news for Islamabad. Whoa, is that a no ball? It's a wide.
Yes, the other one is Darren Sammy. Not Darren Sammy,
Andre Russell.
Andre Russell. And he's gone as well. He ain't going to play again. So that's a problem.
It's problems.
What I'm hearing is he's gone down. Yeah, I've heard that. I'm not confirmed. I've just heard that through the, through the grapevine.
Through
the little birdies are telling me that he's battling
through the Pat Simcox grapevine.
And what it's telling
his own
me,
grapevine.
this tournament's taking its toll. It's tough work.
Oh, keeper, come up, come up. Well, if that's going to happen, Dwayne Bravo doesn't want the keeper up. He's got to stand back because he bowls the quicker ball.
Of course, and it takes away the short ball option. Yeah, this PSL is not for sissies. You wake up and you got to be fit, man. You got to be strong and you got to be coming. It's full on every day, every night. It demands a lot. So as a player, when you're playing here, you got to be up for it.
Leg side again, but this is a very good over. And Dwayne Bravo is clearly not 100% here, Dwayne Bravo. He's hurting. But there you are. That's Shane Watson last night. Shane Watson last night clutching his stomach, and Andre Russell with a heap of strapping on that left leg, and he pulled out and he walked off very poorly from the ground last night. So Shane Watson's leaving. He's going back to Australia tomorrow. We're not sure if there's a plane taking Andre Russell out of here. Our investigator, Pat Simcox, will find out. Squeezes it through. Is there a man back there? There is. And they're going back for 2, and they'll get 2 comfortably.
The problem is, Alan, there's no time for rest. It's not as if you can say, well, take 4 days off, 5 days off and have a little physio. You're back the next day. You're on it. Paddy Upton, closest to the camera, and his assistant, Shahab Aslam, he's the assistant with Paddy Upton as the coach. You can see it's 10 times. It has to be 10 times.
43 wanted from 31. Well bowled. Good over from Dwayne Bravo. 6 coming from it. It's the end of 15. It's 123 for 4.
This is the crunch moment then. The last part of the drama. 5 overs left. 42 in 30 balls. We may have a thriller on our hands. Can't afford to make a mistake. Both sides, it's so delicately placed, this game. Qalandars would feel that they're probably a strike away from getting it right and making Zalmi sweat, and Zalmi just a couple of overs away from netting this one. 42 of 30. They've got a set man there in Malan. Shahid Yusuf has been good against spin, 14 from 9. So the big question, who will blink first? Slow one, no, that's dropped. That was a hard chance at covers. He would feel that he missed on an opportunity to hit a 4. It's Azhar Ali.
Hit very, very hard, flat out to deep cover. Diving right on the ring there. Left-handed. Just a half chance. Saved a definite boundary.
Qalandars have fielded brilliantly. Couple of stunning catches, important catches taken. Required run rate is still quite achievable, 8.48. He needs to bowl a good little spell here. 2.1 overs, none for 40 in Ehsan Adil. Slow one. Good delivery and well managed for a run.
Well, first 2 balls, 2 slower balls. One full, one back of a length. The slower ball is definitely staying in the wicket. So it's a good weapon to have up your sleeve, but you don't want to be predictable. He's got to mix it up here. So what are we going to see? Are we going to see a Yorker? We're not going to see a bouncer, I doubt, with fine leg up in the ring.
he may go for another slow delivery. Fine leg and third man both in the ring, so trying a pacey Yorker may just backfire. So I guess looking at this field, he'll be keen really to vary his pace. It's another one, just a little wide. Yeah, given as a wide.
He's got a good slow ball. It does come out and it floats at the batsman. But my point is that it's important that you don't become predictable. So the batsman knows with this field set that there's a 99% chance it's going to be a slower ball. So there's nothing wrong with a double bluff and spearing in a quick Yorker, because it'll take the batsman by surprise and you might take his wicket. And that wicket is so significant in the context of this contest.
That's driven. It's a full pitch delivery. That'll be handled comfortably and confidently by Umar Akmal.
He's got the earpiece in.
Yeah, it was a good delivery under pressure. Well, they can feel the pressure. The Qalandars, they need this game. They want to win this. They have to win this to remain in the loop. Pacing up and down, Qalandars captain. That's smashed on the ground. Umar Akmal is a safe bet at long on the bounce to the keeper.
Yeah, another good delivery, very full, very hard to get underneath it to hit it for 6.
Yeah, they're down there at number 5. Need a lift, need a win. A win will tie them with Karachi Kings and Islamabad United. Oh, mighty blow. That's big. That is really big.
86 metres. A slower ball out of the back of the hand and picked up early. Milan having a real piece of this. It's a great risk with the slower ball. If it gets it too full and you have a batsman that's out there in the middle that's accustomed to the conditions, they can take full toll.
From 8 1/4, the required run rate has gone down to 7.4 for another slow delivery that's worked into the gap. He'll keep the strike, only a single of the last ball, but the damage has been done. 12 from the over. It's 135 for 4. That's the sight. This stadium was absolutely full yesterday on a Friday. It's pretty busy tonight also.
This ground just generates such a good atmosphere, doesn't it? From a playing perspective, you feel like the crowd are on top of you.
Kevon Cooper is in. The ball's a good delivery. Extra bit of bounce, run out. They've gone for the appeal. They feel confident. Aleem Dar is going to review this one. He's thrown it upstairs. He thinks that he's probably in. I'm not too sure because the runner looked pretty comfortable. Oh, gone. Yeah, he's out. He is out. A run out. It's a cool decision. And Kevon Cooper, just in his follow-through, he's so tall, got there with time to spare.
Brilliant bit of fielding off his own bowling. Big wicket. Massive wicket, such an important one early in the over. Shahid Yusuf, 16 off 11. It's 135 for 5.
Yeah, he got there before the batsman and got a good bounce also. That helped the Meadows, and so an exit for said batsman. Oh, he's a big striker, all right. Darren Sammy is in. Oh, good length delivery, extra bit of bite and bounce.
Well, he's out there because a good bit of fielding by Kevon Cooper. Follow through, pick up, release. I thought he just took a fraction too long, and I did feel the batsman was going to be in. So I was surprised to see on the replay that he is short of his ground by about 3 or 4 inches.
Oh, that one skidded and was a little tough for Darren Sammy, the newcomer. Gesturing that the ball kept just a little bit low. High back lift, and that bat had to come down very quickly.
It's good length, isn't it? It's one of that. It's that length that it's challenging to get forward, particularly early in your innings. And it's not short enough to be back, so he should maintain that length.
Whoa! Yes, yes, yes. Darren Sammy with a massive strike. He's only faced 2 balls before this gigantic 6. 150 on the HBL 6's counter now.
Well, he's got an uncanny ability to hit the ball for 6. Long levers, a big bat, long handle. Just a fraction short of that good length and picked up over mid-wicket.
Yorker, that's gone up in the air and taken. He's gone. It's not a bump catch. Darren Sammy is, I think, gone. He's out because he scooped the ball in the air. Umpire's going to have a little discussion here, and I think Aleem Dar will advise it a review here. So the umpire feels that it's a bump ball. I could lip read him, and I think that is how he feels.
Very good. Lip reading now. I reckon it might be out. Just check that front foot first, and there's no problems there at all.
Yeah, that's out. That is out, absolutely out. Yeah, got deceived by the lack of pace on that one. And that's taken comfortably at cover. So another massive result for Qalandars. Zohaib Khan is the fielder. And it's not a bump ball.
Well, if it is, it's gone a long way. I tell you, that looks pretty good to me. Just going to get a close-up just to confirm the decision. Pitch, toe of the bat. It's a good night, I think, to Darren Sammy. So the cool and cool decision. I think we're going to see red. And there it is. Confirmation. Darren Sammy's gone. It was brief. There was one big hit in it. That's the 6. It's 141 for 6.
$141 for 6. There's a serious danger of David Malan being left high and dry at the other end. Wahab Riaz is in. He's got to help his partner here. Zalmi need to be a little bit more sensible. He can bat. Wahab Riaz is a big striker of the ball. .24 in 19 balls. This is still a very much achievable target. Run rate is not a massive one. We're talking about 7.5, and they've got a set batsman in there in this innings. And Malan 39 from 31. Take a run, give the strike back to the left-hander.
Well, the left-hander's not on strike, and there's only one ball left, so he doesn't want to get a 1 and get back on strike for the next over.
Oh, would have been curtains for Malan. Bad call. Indecision from Wahab Riaz. He called incorrectly and almost cost his side a wicket, and a valuable one. 141 for 6.
Well, there's no run there. Just punched to cover, straight to cover. And he had the one stump to throw at. Oh, I tell you what, that would have been very close indeed.
Right. 24 in 18 balls. Still anybody's game. 6 wickets down, Zalmi. Right, this is the first time my whole family sits in one room to watch TV, and this has been possible because of HBL PSL. Fantastic. Good to know that. It must be tough for the left-hander now, because he's got to adjust his line of attack. He may have lost a bit of rhythm also. Darren Sami, the last casualty, scooping that one in the air. The umpires felt it was a bump catch. It wasn't. Easy take at cover. Well, the Zalmis have been involved in quite a few tight contests, and they know how to win from a delicate situation. That's the advantage they carry going into the last part of this innings. Qalandars, on the other hand, have been at the receiving end. They've not won much, but this win could give them a lot of hope and lift and make them confident about their chances in this league. Another slow delivery. That's well bowled.
There's no need to panic if you're in that Zalmi dressing room or you're out in the middle, because they only need 22 and they've got time. So it's so important that Malan bats right through to that last over. If he's there in the last over, they'll win the match. But if he takes too many risks leading into that last over, that could be the end.
Around the corner for a single. (21 of 15). It's been another tremendous game of cricket. We've had quite a few now in this HBL PSL. Qalandars need a wicket right now because the next man in is Junaid Khan, who's padded up in the dugout now. He's absolutely limited with the bat. Just taking his hand off the handle, but still managing a single down the ground. He would want to just keep it running for a little while, not worry about the scoring rate at this stage. 20 of 14 is not an impossible task. There is Junaid Khan, a little worried look.
This is Bravo's last over. So with 2 balls left in it, and there's 2 overs after this one, you just wonder who's going to be responsible for those last 2 overs. Normally Bravo is saved right to the back end, either the 19th or 20th, but he's done after this one.
Well, that's gone in the air. Oh, falls short of the fielder. Chance of a run out. And what a run out it would have been. Malan in danger of making an exit. It was a wild throw.
Oh, it would have been touch and go. This will give us a better angle. Excellent slow ball. Had all 3 stumps here. Ooh. Bat in the air.
Yeah, could have been. Got to be better than that.
The throw was short as well. And when you throw the ball that short of the stumps, you're relying on unpredictability of bounce. You need to throw to the base of the stumps.
Picks up an easy run. He'll keep the strike. So in 2 overs, 18 required by Zalmi. 147 for 6. Good game of cricket. 18 off 2 overs now. Kevon Cooper has been so good with subtle variations. He'll bowl the 19th over. Malan has the strike. He's on 42, so he remains the real chance and hope for Zalmi. Wahab on 2.
Well, Cooper's done well. His first over of the day went for 13, and the next 2 he's taken 2 wickets for 10 in those 12 balls. So if you can finish in that fashion, they're in business.
Oh, close enough to call and given. It's a wicket. It's leg before wicket. The umpire raises the finger and Qalandars are absolutely ecstatic. This is a major breakthrough in a wicket. Malan has been dismissed. The real hope has diminished with his departure. He goes after fighting 42, 147 for 7.
Well, a terrific Yorker right up into that block hole, hitting the back leg. Well, you don't get much more out than that. That's right up into the middle stump, pitching middle and leg, hitting middle. There's the finger you don't want to see when you're a batsman. When you're a bowler, happy days.
Junaid Khan is in. 18 and 11 balls now. And this was a major wicket rear. Befuddling him with a slow delivery, and the length was perfect. Pitched it up, would have gone on to hit the stumps. Wait is the call. So the pressure mounting on Zalmi.
What a terrific start to this over. A wicket and a dot ball. It's down to the two left-arm quicks. Done a good job with the ball over this tournament. Have they got something with bat and hand? They're capable, aren't they?
Yeah, well, Wahab Riaz can hit a few. Oh, playing a miss. Valuable dot. He's got two in a row now, Kevon Cooper.
Yeah, well bowled. Saw him coming. Just pushed it wide of off stump. Oh, look how much it means. Sure, everyone sitting there in their homes in Lahore are jumping as well. Every dot ball.
Picks a single. Wahab Riaz is on strike. So Zalmi got a bit of a chance now with the Wahab on strike. Will he go for broke? Will he go for that big shot here? Only a single so far in this over. They need 17 in 8 balls. So the last 2 balls really mean a lot to Zalmi's chances here.
2 balls left. What is it going to be? Yorker, bouncer, slow ball.
It's a good Yorker. Oh, he misses the stumps this time.
That's brilliantly bowled, isn't it? Really is brilliantly bowled. Under pressure, he's delivered here. Kevon Cooper, superb Yorkers right up into that block hole. Even for a tail ender, it's near on impossible for them to find the boundary unless they get lucky and edge it. A top flight batsman's going to have trouble putting that away.
That's a massive reaction. So last ball of the over, 16 to get in 7. Junaid Khan is on strike. No, it's the call. Wahab Riaz wants the strike. So 6 balls left in this game. Azhar Ali absolutely likes that from Kevon Cooper. It's a great over, just 2 runs conceded in the 19th over of the innings. 149 for 7. Oh, 16 of 6 balls. It's not looking that good now for Zalmi. Wahab has the strike. He's on 3 from 5. Junaid is on 1 from 4. Ehsan Adil has been given the job to deliver the last 6. Fine leg, third man up in the ring, and in the last stint also he bowled a lot of slow deliveries. This could be the pattern once again. Need to start off well here, Wahab Riaz. He's covered the stumps. Is he going to go the leg side? Oh, he swings hard. It hits him on the pad. It's a dot.
Oh, looking for that Yorker. He's got away with that. Full toss right on the knee. Could have easily been flicked behind square for 4, if not 6. And this is the problem when you don't have batsmen that have been out there are suddenly expected to come out to finish a game. That's why that Milan wicket was so important.
He'll try again, Wahab. He's got to swing hard. That's the only option left for him now. 16 of 5. Oh, it's a brilliant Yorker. This really is well delivered. Nice and full at pace. 4 boundaries required. 4 balls, 16 to get.
See the tension. Have they let this one slip? They're in such a strong position. After that one over that went for 20, you would have thought they were going to coast home.
Up in the air, who wants this? Who will catch this? Azhar Ali! Oh, it misses his reach, but 2 runs taken. 14 off 3 balls. 150 comes up for Zalmi.
Three boundaries, 1-6 required in those 3 boundaries to reach that total of 14. Milan there just pondering what would have been. To be fair, he got a very good ball.
Still hoping against hope. The Zalmi cricketers. Zalmi dugout. Oh, that's gone up in the air, and it's a massive straight 6. What a time to hit a straight 6. They are still in it, Zalmi. That's a super shot. We may be heading for a super over here. 8 of 2 now.
I can't believe that. Oh, dearie me, I don't think anyone else can believe it. Smirk on the coach's face. And a grimace on the owners.
Yeah, there's a lot of nervous tension in the dugout. These are young kids. And they're having a first-hand experience of what a good tight game can do to your system. Zalmi can still pull it off. They need another miraculous 6. They need another mighty hit. It's a full toss, so that ball was so in the zone for him to go for that big shot. He's running back for 2. The last ball of the innings, 6 to get. We've seen this thing to happen before also. Javed Miadad's last ball 6 here against India. And he pulled it off, full toss, deposited over mid-wicket.
You were saying that the other day, weren't you? Saying that Javed's 6 went up and hit that big billboard over mid-wicket.
Yeah, that's the board there. Anxious moments for the Lahore Qalandars fans. It's not over yet.
What is he going to bowl? It has to be a Yorker, doesn't it? Has to be.
Yeah, he cannot try a slow delivery, because he's tried his luck with that and it has not really functioned all the time. So a good, decent, full-length delivery. Just try to keep it as simple as possible, Ehsan.
It's got to be full, but it's also got to be outside off stump, because it's very hard to hit a 6 over cover. So it's got to be full, 6 inches outside off.
Here we go then. 6 required. It's a full toss and he misses it. And Qalandars have won this one. Lahore has a population of 11 million plus, and I'm sure the entire city would have burst into a huge roar. This is great for Qalandars. This is a big win. They've been down and out, not rated, and finally they've achieved a win. Under pressure, the boys have delivered.
Brilliant. It's also brilliant to see how much it means not only to the local players but the overseas players. They're absolutely wrapped with this much-needed victory. Dragged them off the bottom of the table. Chris Gale didn't have much of a night, but he's on the winning side. There's other players that have stepped up to the mark for Lahore this evening. Zalmi have been very good all tournament, but they've slipped here. They're a good side, but not tonight. They've been beaten. So there'll be celebrations tonight for Lahore Qalandars. Disappointment for Zalmi. They've been in form. Kevon Cooper quite brilliant at the end of the innings. Taking wickets when it counted, bowling Yorkers when he needed. So we've had a big victory here for Lahore Qalandars. The last ball victory, winning by 4 runs. Taman Iqbal again continuing good form, but he couldn't go on with it tonight. And the other standout was Dawud Malan with 42 off 35. But the real standout from a bowling perspective is both Delport and Cooper. Delport really unknown as a bowler. Look at that, 3 for 18 off his 4. Remarkable return after his batting as well. And Cooper, icy cool under pressure at the end of the innings there. 3 wickets for him. And Lahore Qalandars coming away winners with 4 runs in such a tightly fought match. And let's just have a look at what that means.